Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, guys. Today I'm going to be playing the Tier 10 American Light Cruiser, the Worcester. And of course, as usual, I'm going to start off by showing you the build. So right now I'm running Last Stand, Incoming Fire Alert, Priority Target, Consumable Enhancements, Demolition Expert, Adrenaline Rush, Superintendent, Survivability Expert, and Concealment Expert. If you want to, keep watching the build, just pause the video. And in terms of my equipment, I'm running Main Battery Mod 3, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Surveillance Radar Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. An alternative to Reload Mod could be the Legendary Mod, but I think I prefer the Reload Mod personally. So, of course, before we go, let's put on maybe some flags to see if we actually have some on. Alright, we do have flags. I think we have enough just for the 2 games here. Perfect. Okay, so let's go into a queue and get a game. So, the Worcester, is it good? Well, it's okay. It's been nerfed a few times since its original state. So if you guys are more inclined, like if you haven't played since Worcester got released or something, and you're just watching this video, well, there's a few changes that they've changed with the Worcester ever since then, and we'll talk about it just so even people who weren't playing back then just know what kind of changes the Worcester actually has gone through since its original release. But current day, is it good? I still have a lot of fun playing it. It's still a lot of fun playing, to be honest. It's one of my most played ships in terms of like I'll play it every day almost. It's just, like a comfort pick, I guess. It's like comfortable to play in it, and it could be pretty fun to play. But it's also not easy to play. Like similar to Colbert in a way, but it's actually really slow. Actually, it goes like 34.2 knots or something. I really hope we get a game in a reasonable amount of time, Mr. War Gaming. Please, how's about 15 more seconds in queue and you pop us into a game, especially since we should be getting a game very soon, since there's so many people in queue who were gaming. Look how many people are waiting in the queue right now. Hello, pop us into a game, Wargaming, sir. There you go. Okay. But anyway, the Worcester. Let's go through the team lineups and I can talk you through the nerfs that Worcester has received ever since it got released. Okay, so the team lineups. Oh, Emailman. Okay. 3 Shermans. Oh my god. Okay. That's not gonna be too good for us since they pen us everywhere, so. And in terms of battleships, well. Thunder is annoying, really annoying. Schlieffen's annoying. That's pretty much. Montana could be annoying, but we'll see. So, for Worcester, how did this ship get nerfed? Okay, so since the original stage of the ship, remember, any of you who are playing, originally it had a 10-kilometer radar, which means it could stealth radar. It also had better concealment. It also had better AA range, and it also had better IFHE. It had better HE on the ship. Now, how? Right? What happened? Well, so what happened in terms of the radar change, that was, I believe, the first change Worcester had received. It was obviously too effective back then. It had better concealment and it had a better radar. So the 10-kilometer radar, you had a bigger window to stealth radar, and basically you could get, like, whenever something you spot something, or you get spotted, sorry, whenever you get detected, you instantly click the button and a destroyer is well in your range or something. So it was pretty much too strong. Obviously the nerf had to happen, and it happened. But then what happened next? I believe the concealment change came in through, which nerfed the Worcester's concealment from around 9.3 to 9.8. But that was a global change, not a ship specific change. That was a global change. For example, like all cruisers got a nerf on their concealment, and so did battleships. So this got a nerf from like 9.3 or 9.2 to 9.8. And then what came next was the AA range nerf. Before the new reworked CVs, Worcester had 8.9 or 8.6 kilometer AA range. If some of you remember that, it had 8.9 or 8.6 AA range. Now it's down to 6.9 AA range, which is, I mean, quite a fair amount of like nerf. It's literally 2 kilometers of nerf. And then the last nerf Worcester, I believe, had received, correct me if I'm wrong, was the IFHE change. Yes, it was a nerf, obviously. Basically, it doesn't allow the game won't allow you to run. Well, it allows you to run IFHE. It's just you're nerfing your fire chance by 50% if you want it or not. And most battleships are like, the armor they have is like, unless you're fighting Thunders or Slavas and stuff all day, Most of the time, you're not really gonna be penning them unless you aim for like the pennable areas, which isn't too easy either sometimes. So honestly, IFHE isn't too worth it anymore. So that's, yes, definitely a nerf. You have to keep in mind that Worcester before took IFHE and basically kept the fire chance and had the penetration. You basically had everything. And so those are the 4 nerfs I believe Worcester had received since it originally came out. Obviously, correct me if there have been a Worcester buff. I don't think so. I don't remember there have been any Worcester buffs, but not that it really needs it necessarily. But you have to keep in mind, the original Worcester was a god tier ship. Like I'm not saying it's bad now. I'm just saying originally it was like a different beast. You know what I mean? It was incredible. But anyway, so here we have a Schlieffen. Hello. So we are in secondary range, so this is actually really scary to be fighting him. But I think we're going to be dumpstering him, honestly. We actually pen his nose without IFHE, which is really nice. He also just DCP 2 fires, which is also really nice. Shima is smoking in his Hydro range, question mark? Maybe? No, they nerfed Schlieffen Hydro, so he is, I believe, a bit out. But we're gonna need to see it. I don't know why we smoked. That basically lets him live a bit longer, which is a bit sad. So I just want the Spermafire, we got it. That's good. We don't want to be broadside, we just want to try be angled away as much as possible and try minimize the damage we receive, obviously. Now we are a bit stationary, which means we are going to be taking a lot of secondary damage, which we are, but that's okay. There's also a Sherman there. Hello? We're up to 40k damage, which isn't too bad. AA? Okay, we need to go for that Montana, that's our life goal right now. Life goal is farming the Montana right now. We don't have crazy big goals, but they're goals. There's also Shermans. We do have to be careful about the Shermans, because they do pen us everywhere, okay, with sap. So we do have to be really careful to those. I'm actually going to Hydro here. Oh my, there's also a Harugumo here? What are these? What? Oh no, these are Schlieffen Torps. Is our Shima dead? He's just fine.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Sherman is spotting me from here. I could definitely radar. Okay, here we go. What's shooting me? Schlieffen secondaries? No, the Sherman is. I'm gonna try DFA. Look how much damage I'm eating from these Shermans, dude. My god. Now smoke would be really useful. The smoke over there was really bad for us. And now we could have used a smoke, but it's okay. You never should rely on teammates. Because it's just, you know, if you die like that, I mean, that's kind of your fault, to be honest. He also needs a smoke for himself, because I think he's just, like, almost gonna die here. We're dark, that's gonna be really nice. Honestly, one important rule, I'm sure I mentioned this in a previous how I play, but I'm just gonna re-mention it. Just never rely on teammates, dude, because, like, it's not because they're bad or they won't do as you say. It's more like sometimes they can't, right? So just don't assume that they can help you all the time, right? In this situation, for example, he couldn't lay a smoke because he already used it. So just keep that in mind. Like, don't just guaranteed rely on a random teammate. Now, if you have a div mate that's going to lay smoke for you, whatever, sure, that's easy. But in like a real game where you're playing solo or something, just don't rely on teammates, you know. Dude, the sap is gonna kill us, by the way. They're smashing us with the sap. We have to be really careful. 3 Shermans in one match is a bit annoying to deal with, for sure. So we're having to play in the back of the map now. Why? I mean, Worcester's really not tanky, guys. Like, Worcester is not tanky at all, right? And it's not fast. It's not like Colbert where it's not tanky and it's fast, you know, so you can actually dodge things. This thing is incredibly slow. It's not like Hindenburg slow, but this thing goes, as you can see, 34 knots, bros. 34 knots. I have to compliment our Shima here. Without me asking, he did actually set a smoke screen, so thank you so much. We will compliment him, guys. Remember, if this happens, like, you do have a teammate that is gonna help you, like this Jerpin guy here and his Shima, compliment them. They're really nice people, obviously. I know I said don't rely on teammates, but I mean, we didn't even ask him for a smoke and he laid it. He knew what we needed, so This is pretty much a team player. And he's really low HP and he's doing his best to live. But he should probably sit in the smoke with me before he dies to aircraft. I'm a bit scared for him because I can't really protect him myself right now. I wish I could, but I can't. Sorry, I apologize there. But yeah. Look, honestly, for the most part, I actually get a lot of people helping me out in randoms. Not sure if it's because they recognize my name or not. But a lot of people help me out in randoms. And I mean, but still, even if they do, just don't expect that they will help you, because if you play in a way where you're playing riskier because you expect someone to help you, you're gonna probably end up dying sometimes. Because even though sometimes maybe like this Shima player, he's gonna help us out and give us smoke, and we're gonna dumpster with his smoke, in like a game where you're gonna play assuming he smokes for you, and for example, let's say he doesn't smoke for you, you're in a risky position for nothing, and you die. And then you're like, fuck. And then you blame your teammate or something about like he didn't smoke you. Just don't do that. Like, just play safe. I mean, here, even if he didn't lay a smoke, we'd probably be relatively safe just because we're really far away and we're behind a rock, which is really good for us. But yes, since he did smoke for us, we do have to compliment him. It's only fair. Let's kill the Montana here, pretty much free, thanks to the Shima. I'm actually going to go up to the Immelmann, try kill him, maybe the Schlieffen too. Schlieffen actually got quite a fair amount of heals off. He's up to 48k. But yes, alright, so... So with Legendary mode, actually, we could have had an extra heal and my consumables would be reloading, I think, 20% quicker, which is actually pretty cool. But anyway. Let us go this way. So honestly, I haven't been talking about much of what I've been doing this game, because I haven't been doing much. Like I said, we played conservative because there was a Montana there. I don't want to DFA these because I feel like it's a waste of DFA. We played conservative because we didn't want the Montana to like kill us or something. Schlieffen is actually coming this way. If he comes out on me on this corner, I die. So I need to play safer here, just because that's pretty scary. Sadly, the Shima does actually go down. I don't think we can win this game. This Schlieffen basically ran in and now it's pretty much over. I don't know how we're supposed to get a Schlieffen out of there. Because we can't arc shots into him right now. At least me, myself, I can't. I'm gonna try to get close and radar him, maybe? I don't want to waste the radar at the same time. Because there's Shermans, we have to use it. Fuck. Where to use it? I just want to see what he's doing. Requesting support. Immelmann's really close. I believe he turned away at this point, probably, to be honest. Alright, so Schlieffen's probably gonna come out on me here. He's accelerating, so we're gonna try walk away. I think I'm gonna die to him, to be honest. Oh, no, he turned away, he turned away. We get to live. He decided that I will live. He decided so that I will live. I should be DFAing these, honestly, but since I didn't DFA earlier, I'm not gonna waste it now. Since also, I guess we don't die to them, it's fine. Can I arc on the Schlieffen yet? Not really. We have to push up the one line, basically. That's our goal. That's the only way you get the Schlieffen out. I think we lose, honestly. We lose this game, for sure. Guaranteed. There's no, like, alternative, I think, right now. Maybe we can push in our full HP Montana into him. But I don't think so. Just because there's a carrier here is going to be, like, borderline impossible. I'm going to click F5 on him. And see if he gets the message that we're gonna push up. But I think it's gonna be just hard. It's just hard, man.
The enemy team has taken the
Oh wow, our carrier died. What? Okay, look where he died. Next to our Hallad's lava. This is a scratch game. It is what it is. You can't really expect more out of this. The thing with Worcester is, I mean, pushing into a Schlieffen is suicide. It's just impossible, because he pens you everywhere with secondaries, everywhere. And being that close, like 11 kilometers or under close to him, is just a death sentence. And there's also a CV we have to deal with here. Pretty much an unfortunate game. It is what it is. That's the thing with these types of videos, guys. I mean, games like this are gonna happen, and we have to deal with it, so...
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
He basically got in the cap. He did nothing, but he got in the cap. And maybe he honestly didn't get too much damage, but that doesn't matter. He got to hold the cap the entire game for free. Because no one can push into that type of ship ever. So... But we do have a... had a full HP Montana. Like I told you, it's gonna be really hard because the CV's here. Do we get to kill the Sherman time detonation maybe, Kappa? No, we don't. It's over. It's like, he did, the Schlieffen did absolutely 0 damage this game, but that doesn't matter. He got to hold the cap the entire game, and he's probably really happy about it, because he got to win. So, honestly, good for him, but sadly, for us, we lost. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. We got 1.6k base XP on a loss. I mean, honestly, let's look at the scoreline for a second. Honestly, there's not much more we can do than what we did there. I mean, what did we really do? All we did was farm a Montana, yes, but... really and truly, I couldn't push that flank in a Worcester. It's impossible. So we ended up getting 183,000 damage, 400 shell hits, 34 planes shot down, 12 fires and a kill. And then for team score, we got 1.6k base XP on a loss. Again, 1 kill, 34 plane kills. Detailed report, like I said, mostly damage on the Montana and the Schlieffen, and some on the Shermans, 13k on one, 12k on the other. I mean, honestly, guys... not really a match I can say we can win there. Pretty much impossible, honestly. With the flank we had, it's tough. Because pushing a Schlieffen in a close quarter situation in a ship with 25mm armor almost everywhere is impossible. He also pens my 30mm deck, so... I mean... it's impossible. Like, it's impossible. Plus, that's just a Schlieffen. Plus, he had a carrier with him. And the double Sherman. Look how much damage we took because of the double Sherman. Like, it is possible to kill the Schlieffen. I think we just had to, like, be more aggressive maybe with our battleship or something. Maybe if we didn't lose too much HP at the start. Maybe if we didn't smoke early for the Schlieffen to get in early. Maybe if I had been wider so we did more damage to him. We put him down to 24k. There's obviously things we could have done there differently. But in terms of the situation we had and how we approached it, I don't think we could have won that game. At least we couldn't have won the A cap since he was dancing around there in A doing nothing. So that's pretty much impossible. But anyway, so second game here. Montana, Bourgogne, Kurfürst, Kremlin Slava. Kurfürst is wonderful to farm, obviously. And Montana as well. And Slava is going to be very interesting. In terms of cruisers, Colbert is pretty useless against us unless we play it really badly or he has like magical IFHE, but then he has 0 fires. And then Zhao, we have to be careful to it, honestly. I mean, unless he plays too bad, then we're chilling. Remember, he does have pretty accurate shells with high alpha, so we do have to be careful. Yoshino is a free farm unless he sits out of my gun range. And then we have double Sherman, which might be a bit dangerous for us. Daring's okay. Hardugumo is also a bit dangerous for us. But apart from that, I think we're chilling. So I really don't want to go wide here. Because normally when I go wide on this map, people just run away. It's really and truly a 50-50 gamble on if someone goes wide to let you farm them or not. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to chill a bit and see what people do. We have gearing here. I don't know why he's going at 1 knot. I really want him to spot the flank or something, but it's okay. Maybe he's copying what I'm doing. I don't know. But I just want to chill around here. I don't really want to like do anything crazy yet. Maybe we get close to the cap, get a radar off. Remember, our radar range is pretty bad, 9 km. But yeah. Yoshino, that's really easy farm because we pen Yoshino everywhere, right? And we can set fires on him for 60 seconds and he has no fire prevention. It's very interesting. HE GK is also a really easy farm. Superstructure damage is very easy to get on him, and he burns for 60 seconds unless, you know, he has a build. Bourgogne, that's quite annoying for me. People think Bourgogne's probably like easy to farm and stuff. It relatively is easy to farm, but it's fast and can walk away from you whenever it kind of wants, so I don't really want to like break my neck into like fighting him or something, because it's not really gonna end up overall in my favor unless he plays it really badly. And I don't think Bourgogne players overall are bad players, especially since it is a steel ship, so you can't really assume they're not good. So you just have to assume they're gonna play well, and basically just don't go for him, don't chase him down. Chasing a Bourgogne means you're gonna die. Yoshino gets one shot, Yoshino moment. I really want to get this Sherman killed. I don't know if we're going to be able to. He is taking a lot of damage. This is the thing with Sherman. Don't run bow into a cap, like, especially since you don't know where the radars are. Like, you'll probably end up dying like this guy. It's not a fast ship. You can't really turn around because it's gigantic. You'll probably just end up dying. Play it safe. Please be like ass on, or basically, right? So you don't take too much damage. We're up to 51k so far, 52k. The fires have stopped burning on the GK. He didn't DCP. He let them burn actually fully, which is really nice of him. So we actually got a bunch of damage on him. Double fire again. He's gonna DCP this time, obviously, I would hope. I would assume. Or else he's just gonna let us burn on him, I guess. I don't know. We're getting really lucky with fire RNG. Okay, he did DCP. I need to play it a bit more safe. The Bourgogne, if he comes on the one line, he can actually one-shot me, because I'm broadside to that zone. And as we know, Bourgogne does overmatch 25. There's the Bourgogne. He's still okay for me. There's the Zhao. Permafire and GK. I'm actually going to turn away here. Why am I not shooting the daring, one might ask? Obviously, it's because I wanted that permafire on the GK, because he just DCP'd. Get the permafire, and it basically, it's gonna get him killed, guaranteed now. If we didn't get those permafires, he's gonna probably get a heal off or something, because, I mean, who's gonna shoot them, right? I mean, this is the damage we're applying. So, I think getting the permafire there, overshooting the daring, is just fine and justifiable, just because we're gonna get a kill over it, and that's less firepower on the enemy team, less points on the enemy team. It's perfectly fine. Plus, we already killed one of the destroyers, so no need to panic. But I think here, I'm going to choose to cross the map, because I'm going to be useless here, because I'm going to be shooting at the destroyer at like 11-12 kilometers, and I'm probably going to be missing most of my shots, because the arcs on Worcester aren't too easy to use. And even then, I don't want to chase that Bourgogne. Like I said already, chasing the Bourgogne is a mistake, so don't do that. That's basically feeding him damage for free, right? So don't do that. Yeah, so I'm going to go to the other flank and try to get the Montana or the Kremlin. But yeah, we'll see. I might skip this part, because I don't want to just sail around and not talk about things, and there's no point to make the video longer than it already is. So, well, if I do skip this part, I'll see you in like a second, I guess. Okay. Hello, 1 second from the past. Hello, so here's the Montana. So, the thing is, I'm sure some of you guys are asking, where do you get this camo from? I forgot if I actually told you guys in the first game or not, so I'm just gonna re-say it. We got this camo for free in an event. When Worcester came out, in I don't know what year, probably like 2017, there was an event where you can get this camo for free. And I picked this blue camo, which looks really nice. There was also a yellow Eagles camo, but I got the blue Sharks camo because I prefer the color blue to the color yellow. And I do really like this camo. It looks really nice. I get asked about it every time I play Worcester on stream. And yeah, definitely a nice camo to get, for sure, for the Worcester. But nowadays, I don't think you can get it anymore. I think you could only get it in an auction recently, but I don't think you can get it anymore. Maybe they re-release it in an auction in the future. But yes, we got it for free basically in an event. If you just grinded, you basically got either this one or the yellow one of your choosing. Wargaming let us choose back then. But yes. Anyway, what we're doing here is basically pushing this B cap. This game, sadly, we're gonna end up losing. Well, actually not really. I'm joking. Since the Montana actually killed the thing there. I'm gonna radar, see if we catch a Zhao. We're definitely probably going to win this game, but no promises. I actually have to play it really careful here, because this is a bad situation, because the Zhao came around. Zhao might not be too scary to like other ships, but I mean, honestly, I'm full HP. There's no stress, but the stresses was for me, the Montana might have shot me and the Zhao might have shot me at the same time, and I take like 20k or something from AP and HE and like, and I die or something magically. But I think we're chilling. I think we're just gonna kill this guy. Wither, double fire. No, he beat, so I don't get the kill. Please. Yes. Okay. Sherman, I'm sorry. No, we're gonna lose because we won too quick. We won too quick, therefore we lost. World of Warships, mental. Honestly, this game was really too easy. Last game was an auto loss, and this game was an auto win, guys. That's basically what happened here. Some games you literally have to have no influence to win or lose. I mean, we did kill the Sherman at the start, which was pretty cool, I guess, but... And we farmed the GK, but... I mean, really and truly, what did we do? Like, actually. Like, except for killing a Sherman. Nothing. Oh, he's reversing again. Hello? The standard damage farm mentality would have been kill myself there, so the fires burn and I get more damage, but, I mean, it is what it is. We'll talk about the score. Pretty short video, honestly. Pretty short video here compared to normal. It's 30 minutes. It's not that short, but it's shorter than normal. Win and loss. So, here we go. So, for my second game here in Worcester, we got 169k damage, 369 shell hits, 2 wing caps, 2 kills, 11 fires, and a spotted ribbon. We got Wither as our achievement. In terms of, that's personal score. In terms of team score, we got 2k base XP on a win. Again, not too much, honestly. Not much really happened this game. We still got top of the team. Detailed report. We got 24k on the Zhao, 17k on the Sherman, 82k on the Kurfürst, which basically gave us the most damage, 22k on the Montana, 17k on the Kremlin, 5k on the Daring. We didn't take too much damage this game. We were kind of chilling and relaxing. 65k fire damage, 100k HE damage. That's detailed report. It was a 9-minute game, so a pretty short game. To be fair, we got quite a fair amount of damage in such a short game. And in terms of credits, we got 492,000, 10,000 XP, 2,000 free XP, and 12,000 commander XP. But that's the game. Second game, as you know, first game was around, let's see, first game was a loss, is what it is. We got around 183,000 damage, and second game we got 169,000 damage. So not too bad, honestly. I think that's a respectable damage count for both games. Sadly, we did lose the first game, but as I explained, I don't think it was really and truly too winnable. Let's look at John Bragg here. So for what I'm running here, I'm running Last Stand, Incoming Fire Alert, Priority Target, Consumables Enhancement, Demolition Expert, Superintendent, Survivability Expert, Adrenaline Rush, and Concealment Expert. And in terms of my equipment, Reload Mod, so Main Battery Mod 3, Concealment System Mod 1, Propulsion Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Surveillance Radar Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. That's what I am running. I am running the radar, of course. You can, of course, if you choose, run a fighter plane or a spotter plane, but I don't recommend it. Probably just run the radar. And here's the camo for the Worcester. Like I said, how do you obtain this one? You can't anymore, but you could before. They basically gave it to us for free in an event. We had to grind missions and we got it. For free, we got to pick between this one or an Eagles camo. I picked this blue Sharks camo because I prefer the look of this camo. As you can see, there's some sharks here. And don't tread on me on the side. Very American camo. Of course, I can't show you this camo because my account is bugged. Actually, I can, but this is what the other camo looks like. Very Americanized camo. Let me see if I can show you the decorative. Turn it off. This is what the normal camo for Worcester looks like. This is what the normal perma camo for Worcester does look like, which also looks pretty nice, to be honest. I do really like American perma camos. They look pretty nice, to be honest. But there's the Worcester. But I do like keeping my rare decorative camo enabled. And then in terms of my stats for Worcester, let's go on profile and check it out. If my thing were to load, it always takes really long to load. My favorite part's my games going up. Like, it doesn't like preload them. It like tries to figure out how many games I have. Look how many games I have at tier 10, by the way. 12,000. Alright. So let's check our Worcester here. Where is it? Where are you, Worcester, huh? Oh. Now, you would think Malta, with the power of editing, would probably edit this one out. But we're here, dude. I'm trying to find it manually. Here. It was on the top. So, I have only 551 games in the Worcester, 72% win rate. We have 127k average, which actually, honestly, isn't too high of an average, guys. I got Worcester early on in my WoW's career, I would say. So the stats in it obviously aren't going to be as high as one would expect. But I think 127k is still respectable. I'm still happy with it, so I don't really mind. 72% win rate, 551 games. I think that's pretty good. My record in Worcester is 320,000, and my most potential is 3.6 million. But yes, there's the Worcester stats for you. And there you go. So do I recommend the Worcester overall? Well, let's open a container and see if we get a super container first. Ooh. No. Cool. Open container. What do we get? Anything interesting? No. So, do I recommend the Worcester to you guys? Honestly, guys, I still have fun playing the Worcester. It can be a challenge, don't get me wrong. It can definitely be a challenge to play. It's not an easy ship to play by no means. Obviously, you can play an island camper role, but some games you won't be allowed to do that because people will walk away from you and you have to open water with 34 knots. So, do I recommend it? Sure, if you like what you saw. I mean, I can't really tell you to get it because there's other alternatives you can get, like the Moine. I think the Moine is arguably like better overall, just because the radar range is more and the guns are arguably better just because it has 203s, so you can pen battleships with them, and the AP is better and stuff. This is a light cruiser, guys. This is a light cruiser with no smoke. So, and it's not fast at all. It doesn't have improved acceleration like Minotaur. It doesn't have a smoke like Minotaur. So, it has a worse radar range than Minotaur, but it has HE. Honestly, I can't really answer the question too easily, but honestly, if you like what you saw, get it. If you don't like what you saw and you don't like the challenge of playing Worcester, honestly, guys, it's not easy. It's a challenge, all right? It's definitely not easy. I find Colbert actually easier to play overall just because of its maneuverability. But it can be definitely a lot of fun. And I have to say, I do recommend it for people who would like a challenge and who like light cruisers. Because I like light cruisers and I love playing Worcester. But yes, there's the Worcester games, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions in the comments, go ahead and ask. Like I said, you can obviously run IFHE if you so wish. Just keep in mind you are going to be losing 7% fire chance. And for some people that won't matter. And that is fine, guys. The build I recommended is the one I use. It's not like it's the only build you have to run by law. No, it's you know, you get to pick. It's obviously your game you play. And this is just a recommended build I've been using, okay? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Big fan.